Head down San Leandro Way, see a storefront. It says Arleen's Motorcycle Accessories, and you think you have a pretty good idea what goes on here. But if you go out back, there's another sign, some pretty fancy motorcycles, and it looks like there's a lot more than just accessories available. Then you go inside and you see these motorcycles, and by then it would be okay to ask, who is Arleen Ness, and just what does he do?
I didn't get my first motorcycle until I was about 26 or 27 years old. Started working on it, painting it, fixing it up. Met some other people, started doing some paint jobs on their bikes.
Arleen Ness now builds some of the most beautiful motorcycles in the world. 95% of his business is from catalog sales of aftermarket accessories. But the other 5% is a love affair with the dream of what a motorcycle can be. Today's big bike, seen as bold and beautiful, has come a long way from the time decades ago when they were more along the lines of just bold and big.
Back in those days, if you rode a Harley, then you were kind of considered an outlaw for quite a few years, and that's changed here in the last 15 years, I guess you'd say.
Arleen Ness has capitalized on that change and broken away from the pack. But there is a catch to the motorcycles he builds. He tends to hang on to them.
I've built probably 50 bikes over the last 30 years, I guess I've been in business, and I've been able to keep a lot of them. And some of them actually I've even bought back.
Arleen saves the special bikes he builds for his own personal museum. Sometimes he lends them out for exhibits. This one, for example, designed by his son, was on loan to the Smithsonian. But in addition to the 50 or so bikes that Arleen has kept for himself, he does make approximately 35 bikes a year that are for sale. They're built by hand from the frame up, put another way, from the engine up. One gentleman just flew in from Florida to order his bike in person.
Had us commission us to do a bike for him, so we usually start by assembling it in the bare metal and stuff like that, because we're going to build some nice hand-formed aluminum pieces and all that stuff.
In the early days, Arleen would start with a basic Harley-Davidson and make changes to that bike. But now a custom motorcycle can trace its origin to a computer.
You really don't have to use a Harley part. Everything's available to make real high-tech and really quality pieces now, so you really don't start with a motorcycle anymore.
But there are exceptions. Arleen will sometimes still take a traditional motorcycle and turn it into something significantly different.
This will be a jet motorcycle. This is a turbine out of a helicopter, and we're just kind of mocking it up, and we'll have this done probably this year in August.
Anything handmade, and precious few of them at that, is bound to cost a pretty penny. I know if you have to ask how much it costs, you probably can't afford it, but I asked anyway. $25,000 for a, quote, conservative bike, and as much as $100,000 for one made with hand-formed aluminum. But then, who puts price tags on dreams?